We're Central Sports Podcast, and this is episode 3. And today, for an icebreaker, Ethan's going to take it away.
Yes, so for our icebreaker, it will be NBA themes. And the question is, if you were to rebuild a team right now or restart a team, which star would you want leading it? Who would you want as your second option? And for the third player, who do you want as your solid role player? And also for a little bonus at the end, what coach do you want leading that team?
Okay.
Okay.
I can start.
Okay.
For my coach, I'm going Steve Kerr. I think he's definitely one of the. I think in my eyes, he's the most accomplished coach currently in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
For my star, I'm going SGA. I mean, he just went MVP, Finals MVP. Doesn't need a ton of explanation. My second option, I have Austin Reeves, who I was thinking about putting as my role player, but I thought that now he's more of a second option. I mean, definitely in that Lakers offense, since LeBron has just been not playing a bunch.
I think he is the second option now, yeah.
Yeah, and then for my third option, I was really struggling to think because I want a big man, and so I was thinking of going with. It's really tough. It's between Jabari Smith, and I definitely want somebody young. But I think I am going to take Jabari Smith because I think he has a lot of upside, and I think that's a very hot take.
Yeah.
But that's why we pod.
Mm-hmm. I can go if you guys want me to. And so I think for my star, I really want Denny Advia. I know I think he's one of the best players in the league right now.
Yeah,
he's popping off.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think he should win Most Improved, honestly.
Oh, I think without a doubt it should be him. Or actually, my next person who's going to be my second option could also win it. I think Jalen Duren is also up there for second player.
I think he is. The effect
most
he's had
of the year.
On the Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
his step up has led them to the second best team in the league right now, record wise.
I mean, obviously we can look at Cade Cunningham as a big reason why they're so good.
Yeah.
But I mean, you
need two pieces, and that's why they're working out because they have those two guys.
You can be good with one piece, but you can't be great until you find that person who can gel and who can step up and can realize that they're not a number one scorer, but they're still possibly the second most important key piece on this team.
How Chris Middleton was with the Bucks.
Yeah.
It's a little different though,
A little different.
he's not a big man.
Yeah.
And then who's
But
your
still,
role player?
second player.
For my role player, this one's kind of difficult because there's people who would be a role player in the sense of that there's these two guys that are better than them on their team, but they might not be the role player on their selected team.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, this is kind of like a shot in the dark, and it's kind of a player you wouldn't guess. But Stephon Castle has been playing pretty good, and I think he could be another really I think he could be the star point guard.
Young
of this
talent,
team. Young talent, exactly.
I think that's
only
a
his
really
second
good
year,
pick.
so I think I want Stephon.
And then
Castle.
did you say head coach yet? Or?
Head coach? I either want Missoula. Because I think that what the Celtics are 16-10, which is really good. They're third in the East, and they were probably supposed to be bottom 5 in the league.
Yeah.
So I think I think it's either Joe Mazzulla or JB Bickerstaff, just because I'm a Pistons fan, and I think he's won Coach of the Month 2 months in a row, maybe.
All right. Okay. I think for star, I'm gonna go Wemby. I just want that big young talent. He'd be able to lead my franchise to a lot of wins and a lot of stuff in the future. Injuries are an issue, but I think as a player, he's definitely, in my eyes, is going to be the next face of the league. And then for second option, I want a vet. I'm going to give me Jimmy Butler. I know he's a bit old, but kind of I like that veteran leadership and stuff he could give to Wemby. I think he's a nice option. And then for role player, give me Alex Caruso. I mean,
that's good.
He's been on so many teams.
That's actually very good.
He's good stuff.
I know, Paul. He's been on so many teams, and he helps them win. I mean, he's definitely I'm not gonna say the reason why Thunder won last year, but he definitely played a good role, and he's just a nice back to have guy. You can get your team.
Now that
energized.
you're thinking of defensive guys as your role player, dude, I wish I would have said Drew Holiday or something, dude.
I legit was gonna say Wemby, but then I forgot. And so then I said Shea, and so then that's why I didn't have a role player.
I will say if we had undrafted or a unsigned free agent that we could add to the team as well, would pick James Wiseman, but that's not a category. And then for coach, I'm gonna go JJ. I mean, I just want that young energy, and I think like I know he's not like the best coach ever, but I think he would really be able to like grow with the team because he wouldn't be trying to like implement his own system and like his like established and like long system into like my franchise. He'd just be able to like be a new breath of fresh air.
I think that's very smart. I think that's a really smart thing to do.
Brant?
Yeah, I'll go ahead. So my star is going to be Tyrese Halliburton. I mean, obviously an Iowa State fan, but I think when you take the Thunder to 7 games and then you have a crazy injury, that's just sad. But I think he's got the ability to score and pass the ball at a perfect rate, and I think that he would be my star. And my second option is going to be Jaren Jackson Jr. I mean, he's great on defense, and he can always score decently well, even three-point shooting and in the paint. So that's going to be my second option. And then third is going to be Lou Dort, keeping along with the defensive track, but he's also a good shooter. And then my coach, I'd say Mark Daigneault from the Thunder. I think the Thunder are just too good lately, and I think he's part of the reason behind that.
Small part.
That might be that might be the best one. Brett might have lucky with that icebreaker.
Yeah, he might have cooked.
All right, moving on. We're going to start with our NFL segment. Okay, first I just want to kind of talk about these games that happened over the last weekend. Big game that I really was watching was Bengals-Ravens, where Ravens 24-0'd the Bengals. So what do you guys think about that?
I think
It's
that it was
the Bengals.
bad. Joe Burrow needs to get out of there.
Bengals, so.
Yeah, I think that if they're not playing the Bengals, they still probably would have won against most teams this week. But, I mean, we can't just, be like, whoa, the Ravens beat the Bengals 24-0. They're going to go to the Super Bowl. This is their year.
Exactly.
No, I think it more
Same with the Bears. Bears beating the Browns. I know the Packers couldn't.
The Browns are terrible.
The Browns are still terrible.
No, I think the thing that really stands out to me about this Bengals game is that Joe Burrow, we all agree he's a top 3 quarterback, top 5 at least quarterback in the league, right? You agree with that? Talent-wise,
I think if you put him in the right system.
I honestly don't know.
As long as he's healthy, I mean, he can meet in those conversations. I'm not sure if I would be
Are we saying
how many kicks did he have?
It is a hot take.
How many kicks did he have on Sunday?
I'm not saying it's a hot take. I'm just saying he deserves.
I can't say that because
so many teams have bad games. But talent-wise, he's one of the most talented quarterbacks in the league, and that is insane if you're going to disagree with that.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that. I was just saying that
I just think there might be 5 better quarterbacks.
He's not automatically in the top 5. He's in those conversations.
He's in the discussion.
I think he could be 4th or 5th, but
it's him, Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar. Yeah, those are top 4 in my opinion.
I would throw Justin Herbert in there.
I'm not gonna hate you for it. I think it's fair.
All right. Another game that I want to talk about was Phillip Rivers coming back and playing the Seahawks. I know it's been a couple years since.
Now that's a top 5 quarterback in the league right there.
Yeah. He had 2 tutties.
I know. I think he's Gramps, as his grandchildren might call him. He's definitely he has to dust off the cleats. But what do you guys think about his return and just this crazy saga that's happened this last week?
I think the biggest takeaway from this is showing other retired guys that they can do the same thing and still be decent.
I mean, did you see what Tom Brady said about it?
He said, if the right situation comes, that maybe it could happen, right?
Yeah, I heard RG3 is coming out of retirement next week.
I also think that this is now a big stir the pot thing. I think a lot of vets or a lot of retired guys are all going to say the same thing.
I mean, we talked about last week with Kamarion. Cam Newton's not exactly
I think Cam
retired.
Newton should have got that job over Phillip
And
Rivers.
he was talking about how he would have taken that job too, but I don't know if you're actually still good at football because you can't really run anymore.
Another game we can talk about is the upset on Sunday Night Football, where the Vikings did beat the Cowboys, and the Cowboys pretty much their playoff dreams are gone. What do you guys think about a big 9 performance? Yeah,
9 is awesome. Great.
He had a once in a lifetime opportunity with that rollout for the 1 yard rushing touchdown, and he kind of sold it. He did a little it almost looked like a Mac Jones gritty.
Yeah,
so that was kind of weird, or a Mike Gesicki. Gesicki gritty, but it was still tough.
I mean, I don't think we can point to it and be like he's much better now, but we can point to it and say this is the upside.
Well, I was watching the game last night, and the commentators said something that was it makes sense because once they're out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
So now it's just a matter of finding out what you guys can do next year with what you have.
And then I also kind of want to talk. It's been an odd moment, but Brock Purdy against the Titans, pump faking them. What do you guys think about that moment? Or did you see that moment?
Whatever.
It's
Playing football.
Just playing football.
I've really liked this Brock Purdy attitude the last couple weeks. He was getting having some motion in the end zone a few weeks ago, and this again, I definitely think he's energized. I think it's gonna be this mentality is gonna be harder to break when it comes to the playoffs.
I think if we're talking about
talk
NFL,
more
let's talk
entertaining
about
games that
energies. Let's talk about injuries.
Yeah.
I will say that was where I was gonna go next.
Yeah.
2 big injuries, Micah Parsons and Mahomes. What are our guys' thoughts on that?
I mean, the Micah Parsons one, I think that kind of hits harder.
I think it does too.
Because
Chiefs are done.
I don't
Yeah.
think
We're eliminated
I don't think the
anyways,
Chiefs
but
were,
Chiefs are done.
even if they made the playoffs. I know people are going to be like, "Oh, it's Patrick Mahomes. It's Patrick Mahomes." It's been Patrick Mahomes all season long. So, I don't
What's that supposed to mean?
like it's not like he's going to magically become Superman again.
Oh yeah.
He's been good, but
The
if
team
he
around
doesn't have
him
the
is
team
supporting him.
Just
to win,
the Micah Parsons, bro. It just
the
That's
Micah
the sadder
Parsons,
one.
the Packers, I mean, you're obviously a Packers fan, so you
it's just like the worst part is when you like have to give away the material just to get nothing in return after week 15. Now it's done. So.
I mean, from your point of view, what are your expectations now for the Packers?
Well, I just think it sucks that we've had 2 D linemen go down and be out for the season in the past 2 weeks. Like that, two of our like best defensive guys are now done. So
And is your best one.
yeah, and our best one, the best player on the team, arguably when it comes to his position and what he can do for the team.
I mean, potentially one of the best in his position of all time.
He'll eventually get to.
Eventually,
Yeah.
eventually.
But what he's done he hasn't gotten I think we just need to like, for next season and seasons to go, like refs need to get better on holding. Like it's not
Yeah.
even supposed to be a complaining thing, but not getting a holding penalty when you rush the quarterback like 400 times and you get one, which was week 3. That was the last one he got. That's crazy. There's needs to be some sort of change to that.
All right, to kind of wrap up this NFL segment, got a little question I'm gonna pose to you guys. Good.
Okay.
So there's a lot of NFL players are not doing the best this year. Might become washed, and maybe they're at the end of their career. And I was just wondering, what are an NFL veteran that you think like deserves more flowers than they're getting?
I'll go first.
More for like their career, not just like how they're doing right now.
I've got 2.
Mhm.
Obviously, Travis Kelce, I think that his time is coming to an end. And as a Chiefs fan, I'm obviously a little biased, but I think he is one of the best tight ends of all time, if not the best. And I think this year kind of proved that it was a down year, even as a Chiefs team in general. But, I mean, he proved himself over his career. And I think that he should get more credit than he does. And then my other is going to be Levante David. I think he was a big part of that Buccaneers team for the run that he had, especially when they went on to win that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I think he was a big part of that team and kind of carried them. He was like their defensive leader.
So a lot of people, like, when people think of that team, just think, oh, it was Brady's last hurrah, Gronk was with him, and Mike Evans. Like, you're thinking more offensive, but it's nice to give some flowers to defense.
Yeah, I think-
Sam, what do you think?
I was gonna go Marcus Mariota. Obviously, he's not as old as some of the other guys we're naming,
Yeah.
but I mean, his career's coming to an end. And I mean, some people when he did start, when Jane Daniels was out, he looked good. I forget who it was against, but I was watching one of their games, and he was completing passes. He was staying on his feet, and I mean, you could tell he was old, but it wasn't like this guy needs to retire now. This guy is like a solid backup, right?
Yeah,
I mean-
when I watched quarterback, I just watched his parts because they were just so heartwarming.
I mean, I think he could come into the Chiefs next year now with Mahomes' injury for probably half the season.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that a Netflix series?
He was.
Yeah.
It was him, Kirk Cousins, and Patrick Mahomes.
Can we say someone who like has been out of the league for like 3 years now, but like was kind of like short-lived?
I mean,
That's
yeah,
fine.
let's do
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Antonio Brown. He was so good, bro.
yeah.
He was so good, bro. Just because he had issues with his like mental and brain.
But he really
trauma
he's
and
tainting
stuff.
his image a lot.
Bro, if he wants to be himself, bro, regardless of if it's like psychotic or whatever, bro, like it doesn't change the fact that he's one of the great. And if we want to talk about someone who's actually in the league still, I want to say Juju Smith-Schuster also.
Mm-hmm.
He's just been such a good role player on a lot of teams.
Yeah.
Underrated
No,
kick
he was,
returner.
dude, he was good. He
Well, yeah,
was
like
a role player
back in
on
the
the
day, but like
Steelers.
now he's more of a role player, and he's doing his role.
His
Yeah, he's doing
TikTok
what he has to.
dances were really cool.
That was cool. Cool.
My pick, I'm gonna have to go. He's been having just a horrendous year with Titans and the Raiders. I'm gonna go with Tyler Lockett. Because I think when people are looking back on him, oh, he's the guy who just would like fall to the ground so that he wouldn't get tackled. Oh, like he's the guy who was just like a backup to DK and stuff like that. But if you look at his like prime like highlights and stuff, he was a beast. Some of the stuff he did, like that game against the Cardinals like 5 years ago. Oh my gosh.
Was it Tyler Lockett and Cooper DeJean?
Yeah, the dude Cooper DeJean actually shoved to the ground.
That was funny. Hardest hit he's taken, by the way.
Hey, he was injured, so.
Hopefully worse pads.
Yeah.
All right, Sam, do you want to move to NBA?
Yeah, I would like to move to NBA. Talk about the in-season tournament. Spurs going to the finals, surprisingly. I want to talk about at the end of that game. What do you guys think? Was that a missed call at the end on the Caruso layup?
Yes.
I think it was, but at the same time, I think that the Thunder still did not play as well as the Spurs that game.
If it's going to come down to the last play of the game, you still just didn't play to your full capacity.
And on last play of the game, some people want the refs to be tighter. I like the refs to be more physical and let that last play defense be hard, physical. Because, I mean, honestly, a game-winning block is just as exciting as a game-winning bucket, right? So I like the physical defense. I think the call could have gone either ways. I can see why the Thunder are mad, but they just didn't come out to perform. And I see a way that the Knicks could win, but personally, I'm going with the Spurs.
I'm going with the Spurs.
On Wednesday.
I'm going with the Spurs.
If they were even able to beat the Thunder, which only one other team has been able to do this season, I think that means a lot, to what's going to happen.
Yeah. I've been saying I think the Spurs could win the championship, and I know I've been getting a lot of hate for that, but they just beat the Thunder. Like, it's not out of the question.
But just because you just beat one team, I mean, regardless of how good they are, like, still beating them is a huge feat. But, like, that just doesn't mean that you're going to
going around.
I mean, a seven-game series is tough, and especially when you don't have any playoff experience. I don't know if there's a lot of guys on the team outside of De'Aaron Fox who have any playoff experience.
I think you're right.
Well, I mean, there's guys who's been there, but not big pieces who are gonna swing the tide one way or another.
I also will say, like, if you're the Thunder, obviously, like, it really sucks that you lost and stuff like that, but it's almost like, I mean, I know I'm not a Thunder fan, so this might sound like off base, but it shows that you're not like this super team that like the media's been making you out to be. Like, you can lose, and that like you really like you can't be like slipping up in these games that could get you like championships. So.
I think that is a good wake up call for them, and I think now it could go one of two ways. Either the Thunder are much more dangerous from now on and are really coming in hard,
driven.
Yes, driven, or the Thunder are much less motivated, and we see a decline start.
I think it'll be more of a wake up call, just because.
It's against a good team.
It's against a good team, and them taking a loss in such a big like scenario like that, because the in-season tournament obviously does actually mean a lot for a team. It'll show whether they can go a long way or they're faking it, and it also there's good implications to it, like the money, the boost in the fan morale and stuff like that, just to know that your team actually might have a chance.
And I mean, guys, like fans of the league might just be like, oh, yeah, they don't really care about it. It's not like a big championship. It only just started. No one's going to care about it. I mean, it's just fun.
The NBA Cup.
It's just fun, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to, like, go hold up a trophy, You got to, go and celebrate with your team.
Yeah.
Should we talk about the Knicks?
I just wanted to say, we can talk about the Knicks real quick.
I was watching that game, and I'm gonna at no point I was like, oh, I think the Magic are gonna win it. What?
I don't know. I'm just surprised. I feel like I never hear Ted.
No, I genuinely was watching. I turned it on for like maybe like an hour and a half. It was enjoyable. It was fun.
I had a question. I was gonna say regarding like the Spurs. Do you think that De'Aaron Fox will be able to be a part of the team?
Ball's gonna cave in.
Do you think that De'Aaron Fox will be able to be a part of this team moving forward as their championship point guard? Because obviously he's a little bit older than the guys, and he relies so much on his speed. I think he's like 28 or 29 now, and he might just not fit their timeline.
I think at the end of the day, though, you just can't be too caught up in trying to build a team that is all from the same generation.
You want veterans that are good. You want good veteran to establish your team.
And I don't think 28 is old. I don't even think he's 28 either. There's no way he's 28.
Yeah. Like
I think he's probably a little younger. But if you can get a guy like that who will still be able to be in the league for another 6 years at least, it's a good piece, you know.
I think he will be a big piece in that team. I think that's why they went out and got him when they did.
I mean, I think he's a great pickup. I think I think he could be, just depending. I mean, if they make a deep run in the next 2 or 3 years, I think he'll be a part of that. But then after that, I mean, they have to look for somebody else, or Stephon Castle stepping up into a role of more of a point guard instead of that 2-guard role, right?
All right, should we move into our 30-second hot takes segment?
Yeah, Ethan, would you like to go?
I mean, sure, but
Would you like a timer or no?
No, we have timer.
I think,
Ready? Go.
to be honest with you, just off the top of my head, I think my hot take for the, NBA this season has got to be that the Pistons are going to win the championship.
Smoking hot,
Ooh.
but is it gonna catch fire or is it gonna cool down?
You got any reasoning for that, Ethan?
I just think that we have one of the most well-rounded teams in the league. I think it can also be comparable to the Oklahoma City Thunder and what they're building, with a solid, big man in the front court and 2 really good shooting guard, point guard duo.
That's 30 seconds.
Oh, I'm just explaining.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, my bad.
He's explaining the hot take
Yeah.
because I kind of interrupted. So
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah,
My
but
fault,
I think
Dom.
I think if Jaden Ivey can also turn into something more, that would be a really big help. But we still have really good guys off the bench, like Dennis Jenkins, what's his name? Paul Reed, I think, has also actually been stepping up a lot compared to what he did on the 76ers. Also, as well as Marcus Sasser, and I think there's some guys like Chaz Lanier who could also step up as a rookie like that. So I just think, obviously, they're the second best team in the league when it comes to power rankings, and I mean, the Thunder and them are the only 2 teams with 20 wins. So obviously, I think it's safe to say that they're the 2 best teams in the league. But yeah, I think they can win the championship.
I think they could go on a run, but I think you're being a little bit blinded with your you being a Pistons fan.
No, not really.
I think
I would
good,
agree with 10. I think that this isn't their year. I mean, obviously it could
they
be.
could make the finals. I don't think they're winning.
I mean, they might be the best team in the Eastern Conference. Obviously, there's other good teams. There's the Knicks in there. The Sixers are there. Definitely top 3 probably. But then we have to put in the fact that they're young, and so they're still building. I see this Pistons team.
Get it out of here with the young.
I see this.
I hate age being any type of
I
conversation.
mean, the Thunder were the
debates in
youngest
NBA.
team last year, and look what they did.
Exactly.
Well, all I'm saying is they have years. They are this Pistons team is going to win
this year, though.
I know. I'm saying they can.
They'll be in the finals.
At least one type of final, like the Eastern Conference final. At the least.
Yes.
Yeah, but not the
I think that
NBA
it's kind of a
finals.
2-man race coming out of the East, and this is coming from a Sixers fan. It's probably going to be the Knicks or the Pistons coming out of the East.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Pistons are going to win it.
I mean, I don't see a reason why you could go either one team without having the other team in that conversation. I think that would be an electric series.
If the Pistons stay healthy this season, I know they have dealt with some really minor injuries, just like stuff like calf strains and stuff where people want to take a break. But they have a good starting lineup and a solid group of guys to back them up also.
And they have leaders. Cade Cunningham is a leader.
Yeah, Cade Cunningham is a leader.
A lot of young
And
teams.
signing solid pieces like Duncan Robinson has actually really helped this team.
Yes.
Yes,
They just
exactly.
all they needed is those key guys, like a Duncan Robinson type, where he knows how to be a role. I mean, he was a big
If his
role.
job is to go out there and shoot 5 threes a game, and maybe you make 2 or 3, that's still gonna make a difference.
Yeah, that's what he did on the Heat, and they went to the finals and played very well against that 2020
Had
bubble
multiple
Lakers.
playoff runs.
Yes.
I think we can agree that Pistons are a threat, but I don't know if we can all agree they're going to win.
I mean, I think that they could win. I don't think they will win.
Yeah.
I think it will be close, but I think they'll be in the NBA finals for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
lukewarm take, we'll say. All right, should we move on? Talk a little bit about the World Cup draw and the World Cup for next summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Take
we
it
could.
away.
All right, so obviously it's a big World Cup. First time 3
Lot of teams.
countries. First time there's 48 teams.
Holland coming in this time.
Yeah, Holland will be making his World Cup debut, and obviously looks like it's going to be Messi and Ronaldo for the last World Cup again.
Potentially
wanna
Neymar.
say-
Potentially Neymar
I
in
would
there.
love to see Neymar in there.
I think that there's too many teams. I just want to say.
Yeah,
I don't think there's any reason.
I love.
There might be two.
I love the ability for an underdog to go on a run, but there's too many teams to where like the underdogs are just terrible teams. Like the teams that would go on an underdog run in like a normal World Cup are now in this World Cup not as seen as an underdog. It's like
Morocco
weird.
isn't even an underdog anymore. And
Yeah.
also, World Cup, the group stage, it just feels like it's not going to be stressful. It's going to
It
be
just
like
feels
the
like-
teams that we think are going to make
there,
it through.
there are
I
two
think
like
what-
groups of death,
Mm-hmm.
but they're like the groups of death is like Scotland is the threat, or
I
like
think what it's
Norway is
going to
the
be
threat.
is
Or like they're
that
like a
first
sneaky-
round, the group stage. It's going to be you're going to tune into the games and you are going to look at the bottom right of your screen and it's going to say like 9-0, and you're just going to want to turn it off and not watch.
And I don't really get the 4-team thing, like that whole playoff in. Like, let's just decide it earlier so we know is the
That's
viewers-
always been the case, but there's just so many this year because there's so many slots.
I know, and
I don't mind
that's,
one or two slots.
that's like what I'm saying. Like that's what I don't like. If there were less slots, okay, fine, we get more playoffs. Obviously, I'm probably not going to be watching a ton of those games either way. But now there's going to be so many games going on. People are going to be talking about a game that like, there's going to be like two amazing games going on at the same time that you want to watch both. But like,
No, they're not. No games have at the same time.
really?
Yeah, they're all just like there's like 4 a day and they're just like spread out. But it's
gonna be a
gonna be
long World
it's going
Cup.
to be a long World
Gonna go
Cup.
into the winter.
I will say I think
It's going to be a hot World Cup too.
yeah, they're instituting water breaks now every half. What do you guys think about that?
Every half of a
The
half.
3-minute
Every-
water break halfway through every half.
I think honestly that's cool.
That
I mean,
I think
It's
it's cool.
absolutely a cash grab. They just want the ads.
I think that it'll almost turn into someone's going to argue and they're going to want more.
yeah.
I think they're gonna
Yeah.
want
Or like a
more.
fight's gonna break out mid game. It's like a tense, like
Hey.
say like a 3-3 thriller.
Who do you think is going to be those, like, in your opinion, who are those top 6 teams who are going to make it?
Curacao.
Sleeper right there.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know. Like the first time in the World Cup, man, they're a big threat. I think Jordan too. Those are my two like big threats. I think.
Okay.
I'll
I
go.
think-
I'm just playing with y'all.
Really?
Oh,
Where are
really?
you?
We thought you were
What?
being serious.
No, I think the big threats. I'm gonna go Germany, Spain, because both of them like Germany got out way too early in the Euros, and I think that's
Yeah,
like,
Spain,
unanimous.
I think.
I think a lot
it's
of
gonna
people are
make it
eliminating
really-
them.
I think England. They have been looking a lot better without Thomas Tuchel or whatever. I think Argentina is going to be looking still good. I think Brazil is not going to be that good. They're a bit of a.
I mean,
overrated team
Argentina
this
was
time.
good outside of.
I think
their
Brazil's
top
just a
players.
liability.
Yeah, Julian
I don't-
Alvarez is going to carry Argentina.
I mean, I don't know about that because I mean they have Rafinha and Vinny.
I think Uruguay.
Well, yeah, they do,
Uruguay is
but,
actually
like,
competitive this year. I
Spain
think.
also has, like, Lamine Yamal,
Pedri.
Pedri, like, all those.
I
Every
think-
team. I feel like
There's so many generations in that Spanish team. That, like, they got everything.
I feel
The
like what's
Carvajal,
gonna,
Lamine Yamal beef.
what's gonna make the most what's gonna make the biggest difference on who's gonna make it to the final is like not if you have like the one star, but if you just get lucky and you have like 7 like actually well known names on your team.
That's just
But-
all the big nations. Yeah.
But would that work out? Like, could you see like a team like Holland? What's the
Norway?
name?
Norway?
Could you see a team like Norway with like one huge leader on their team making it really far?
I
mean-
mean, if you have,
mean,
a
they've got
scorer,
Martin
you can do
Odegaard
it.
They have
too, though.
Odegaard
Yeah,
too
they
in
have
the
Odegaard,
midfield. Odegaard Holland, that's a good duo.
I think
That's a good duo.
I think
yeah.
the power of offense is going to be key in this World Cup.
I think this
people
is
are
going to
sleeping
be
on
an
it.
offensive World Cup, but they're
especially against these terrible teams. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think it's going to be fun to watch when they're smashing teams and just shredding them. But it's just going to
get boring
be like
to an extent.
it's going to feel like the group stage is kind of getting
I
undermined.
think it'll be fun to watch those at first, but then like
It's gonna be fun for like a few days, and then you're like,
after-
You'd be like,
I'm
let's
not
just
gonna
move
turn
on.
into Curacao versus like Spain or whatever.
After you see 35 of them,
Yeah.
9-0 wins, it's going to be just like what? Like the Germany versus Brazil 7-1
Mm-hmm. victory.
That was crazy. And the reason why people still talk about it is because Brazil was bad.
Yeah.
But like if
If
there's-
you have like 27-0 games, like it loses the value of the 7-0 win.
Okay, what do you guys think the highest score differential will be in a game?
I think we'll see double digits. I think we'll see a 10 something.
I'm gonna go with an 11 goal difference.
I think we'll see a 10. I think one of those like smaller nations.
I'm gonna
is get
see.
cooked.
I'm gonna say 8.
semi-pro difficult.
Amateur, I think.
I'm playing on tutorial. beginner difficulty.
I mean, like,
I think
I'd rather do that than
realistically,
play
we're going to
online.
see him score 11. That just seems like the
Yeah.
perfect number. I don't know.
It's
why.
it's gonna be one of those like the good nations, but not like who you're thinking is gonna win. It's gonna be like a Germany win or something like that. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be like in Germany or a Belgium
Mm-hmm.
beating down on a team that's like not very good, but is good enough to the point where they have self-esteem, and so if they're losing, they're gonna pull players.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And real
What about
quick,
USA?
I think they're gonna be-
USA
I think
is
they're gonna be
Well, they have an
actually
easy
underrated.
group
This-
stage.
this
they're gonna be
isn't-
solid, but I don't think they're gonna go on a long run. I
This
think
isn't
they'll-
like biased, but Christian Pulisic has been playing good for AC
Mhm.
Milan.
Flo
and
Balogun.
Pochettino is really like bringing that team together. I think they could go to maybe like quarterfinals, but I don't see them getting past there.
I mean, I've heard comparisons that he is LeBron James of soccer.
That's my favorite saying, actually.
Hey, Christian
Um,
Pulisic is coming up. Jude Bellingham in there too.
No, I will say just one thing about USA is that I think this is just going to be redefining them as a culture because they had such a bad Copa America and they just were falling apart under their old leadership. And I think this is going to like set them up to maybe have a run in the next Copa America and maybe do some like better things in the future. But I think
I think
Right
at the
now
end of the day,
they're-
it's Kansas will never be good again.
all right,
All right,
just real
let's-
quick, who do you think is going to win, Sam?
My favorite country outside of USA has always been Brazil.
They've
So
been doing
I'd say they'd win, but part of me's just telling me it's gonna be a Spain-France final, and I got France up
All right.
2-1.
Brant?
Mbappe.
Spain, I think they win final 3-1.
Against who?
I would say probably Germany or even Argentina, I think, could make a run again.
Yeah, Ethan?
Give me England. I want to see like Harry
Oh.
Kane, like little like story going on where he hits like a banger to
That
send them
actually,
home.
I kind of might want to switch it. England beating Spain in the semis, then
My prediction also, England football is going to come home, I think. I think you really just can see like a passionate team right there because they've just had so bad years
Mhm.
the last few years. And I think, especially under this new leadership, I think they're going to be a threat. I mean, again, it's a bit far out to make like a final prediction, but right now I think I'm leaning
Can you
England.
really say that they've had like bad years though?
Oh, yeah, they have.
I mean,
Have you seen any of their
they've
Thomas
had-
Tuchel games?
they haven't
No.
had.
It doesn't.
You're
like,
are you talking about Gareth Southgate? That was their old manager. Now they've got Tuchel.
Oh, I did mess up. I am talking about Southgate. That's what I meant to say, yeah.
I don't think they've had bad years. I think they've had bad years for England compared
Yeah.
to their standard.
Yeah.
But the World Cup, like their last World Cup was bad.
Their last World Cup was not too.
All right, should we end it with college football?
Yeah. I mean,
Basketball.
A little short and sweet here, right?
so sticking to college or going to college sports now for this last bit. There's not really much to talk about for football because we already covered that last
Hey,
week.
Other
Washington
than-
won. Washington won.
Washington did win, but it was also against Boise State.
Yeah.
So
And Navy won.
yeah.
Could talk about the Heisman.
Yeah, Navy
Fernando
did win.
Mendoza.
Navy
Mendoza,
won,
if
but
We
I-
predicted it.
we did
did.
predict
Everybody
it,
did.
but I'm sure half of the United States did.
More
so-
than half.
Yeah.
I can guarantee. I mean, more than I have had to because he had like more than
Mhm.
half the vote.
Listen, I feel bad for saying just like, is that how you pronounce his name?
Yeah, Julian
Yep.
said.
Yeah. Just like I saw the images of like him at the press conference and just like nobody had him.
That was
Gotta
definitely
feel
like
for him.
taken out of so much context.
I mean,
though. Like
he's
that was
also a
definitely
freshman.
Yeah.
that was
so
like
not gonna get
totally
much hype.
after like
Mhm.
2 hours of interviews and everyone left.
True, yeah. But I will
That's
say, I
had
mean,
to
like,
have been what it was.
The thing is, I feel like it shouldn't.
Have you
be.
guys seen the
I think
Isaiah
just
Thomas
go
photo?
to 3 or something
I
like
sent
that.
I sent that to Brant. There's actually a
Yeah.
funny story with the Isaiah Thomas photo on draft night. The guy who was interviewing him was just a season ticket holder, and the guy who took the photo was his son. He was just excited to have Isaiah Thomas drafted, so he wanted to talk to him.
Oh.
One interviewer on draft night, so could see a little bit of a correlation there.
a little remake,
Mhm.
perchance.
I mean, I think that's only going to feed his fire, though, to
Yeah.
maybe take Ohio State to
Next
the
year, a
national
little
championship.
pop off.
Mhm. Brant, you want to talk to us about a little bit of college basketball?
Yeah, obviously Iowa State was a
Yeah,
very
get outta
close
Thriller.
game.
Thriller.
Thriller game. And then we also had what is it? Arizona versus Alabama this weekend.
Mhm.
That
Roll
was-
Tide.
Nope, they lost.
I
but
know. Just being supportive.
Do
I have a family friend
do you
who's a
think he
big
actually
Alabama
knew
fan.
that they lost or no?
No, I knew.
Just saying that now.
No, because I was talking to my dad and like he was talking
It's
about his family friend
50-50.
was talking about.
Yeah.
I have a family friend who literally like.
Yeah,
lives in
it was a
Alabama and loves it.
50-50 chance on if he was going to land on that or not. But I think Iowa is still looking promising. They just won by
Yeah.
40 to obviously like a little mid-major team. But
Who do you guys
Also-
have winning March Madness this year?
How about Xavier and Lee? Let's just talk about that. Finally had a good
Yeah,
game, over
finally.
25 points.
yeah, I mean, hey, I literally saw a TikTok the day before it happened. He was like, I still have hope in Xavier Lee. Is that insane? But not insane, but he just has to find his
I'm
rhythm.
gonna be honest.
I feel like Xavier Lee will be a topic on this podcast every week.
I do got a question though. What do we think about all the college football quarterbacks entering the portal today? You had DJ.
Yeah, that was
Bagway,
crazy.
Dylan Raiola.
Yeah,
it
Florida.
happens all the
That
time.
was DJ,
It
right?
happens every
Yeah.
year. You know, like
Yeah.
I don't like the transfer portal for this reason. I want loyalty. I don't want these.
I think
people
there's
just
got to be something though.
switching,
There's got to be
switching.
like a rule where you can't change until like January 10th when like all the bowl games
It
and
makes
stuff are
me
done.
Or maybe
genuinely
like
furious.
maybe they have like an NIL cap for transferring
That-
people
They've
versus
got to
an
implement.
NIL cap for
They
people
have
to
to
stay
implement
loyalty.
something
I
like that,
cannot
dude.
stand their like. There's no reason to do it other than for them to make money.
Because if it's gonna come down to where college sports are centered around money, they've got to do something like that. They have to.
No.
Because NBA implemented like the what is it, the curtain or whatever it's called.
What is it called?
I forget the name. of it.
The third.
It's like not the luxury, or it's not. Oh, it's a luxury. Right? Ain't it? It's just basically
Ain't
where it's a rule where you can't like sign like a crap ton of superstars.
Like
I'm
the
pretty sure.
CBA or something.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
do want to also bring in Little West Des Moines Valley mention. Where do we think Zay Robinson will transfer to?
I think it's Missouri, right? It's got to be.
I think it's
Missouri.
either Missouri or
Yeah.
Penn State.
I think it's Missouri. He's gonna go back. He's gonna go with his
Wouldn't be shocked
old
Penn
friend.
State, but
Yeah, I mean, we'll see, bro. It's at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I don't know how much of a difference it'll make.
I don't know if he'll get much play time there either way.
Yeah.
He's changing. He's
I would not
changing
go
the
to
game.
SEC because you're not gonna get any PT.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like if you actually want to have a chance at showing your talent, bro, like just go somewhere where you're actually gonna play.
Go to Akron.
If
you could
if you
go
want
back.
to, you could go to
Yeah.
Akron. You could go to Akron.
all
Go to
right.
Tulane, something like that. Get some maybe some PT.
I think this is where we're gonna wrap up our podcast today. This was the Central Sport Podcast. If you didn't like, we would love if you would drop a like,
And sub.
drop a
And
sub, turn on
Yeah.
noti bells. You know,
Follow the Instagram.
we're gonna
TikTok soon,
have
hopefully.
tons of episodes coming out. So this
Yes.
is Central Sports God. We thank you for watching all the way through.
Thank
Peace.
you
Very much.
Peace.
Make sure to
Peace.
subscribe.